This demonstration will feature music in many styles.
This is a most exciting dance.
This is the best day of my life.
We've opened a doorway to a world we know nothing about.
Welcome, humans. I am ready for you.
Wake up with Morning Wood.
Is it possible for you to shut the fuck up for 10 seconds?
It's party time.
Let's have some fun.
Keep the groove.
Let the rhythm take you.
Keep working.
Let's dance.
This is good.
I told you.
Let's do it again.
Good morning, everyone. Wake up with Morning Wood. My name is Kurt Collins. It is Hump Day, and we have a great show planned for you. Special guest Kurt is here. Yes, Kurt, also known as BJ Swallows, will be talking about tonight's show in Hollywood where Trixie Firecracker will be making her return out of retirement. Woo, I can't even believe it. I'm excited, nervous, all those type of feelings. Let's see how it goes, hey? Well, it is Hump Day. Kurt will also be stopping by to tell us a little sex story. It is Sex Story Wednesday here on Morning Wood. But let's jump right into it. Our top story is, can you believe it? The election is 6 days away. Yo, if you live in Wisconsin, my dear Wisconsin friends, make sure your ballot is dropped off at a drop box because they're not accepting ballots after the election. They will not be counted if it's received after the election. Oh, thank you, the Supreme Court. But yeah, make sure your voice is counted. And it's really easy, actually. There's early voting there, or you can even vote on the day of the election. Whew, our top story, yes ma'am, it is Trump and Biden are making their final push, and this report is from CBS News.
Now to Campaign 2020 and the final push by President Trump and Joe Biden to rally support with just 6 days to go before Election Day. The two candidates and their running mates held 10 events yesterday in 7 states, although with very different styles due to the coronavirus. As Ed O'Keefe reports, the Biden strategy includes states like Georgia that Democrats haven't won in decades.
Now, Nebraska, we know it's looking great, okay?
Campaigning in Nebraska late Tuesday, President Trump slammed his opponent.
If Biden wins, he will do bad things. By the way, he's not a good guy, just so you understand.
Earlier, former Vice President Joe Biden spent Tuesday night rallying supporters in Atlanta, making his first stop in Georgia as the Democratic nominee.
I'll work as hard for those who don't support me as those who do. That's the job of the president. A duty to care for everyone.
Biden is currently tied with the president in Georgia, and if he were to win there, he'd be the first Democrat to do so since 1992.
Something's happening here in Georgia and across America. People of different races, backgrounds, Democrats, Republicans, Independents. They're coming together.
Also on the campaign trail, First Lady Melania Trump, who visited Pennsylvania for her first solo campaign appearance this year and defended her husband's social media habits.
I do not always agree with the way he says things, but it is important to him that he speaks directly to the people he serves.
Already an estimated 71 million Americans have voted early, shattering previous records. Early indications are that more of the early voters casting their ballots by mail are Democrats, while more Republicans vote early in person.
It doesn't have to start on Tuesday. It can start earlier, early voting. You want to be there.
Mr. Trump also complained that the election has focused too much on his response to the pandemic.
COVID, you turn on the news, COVID.
That caught the attention of his predecessor.
COVID, he's complaining. He's jealous of COVID's media coverage.
Former President Barack Obama campaigning in Orlando.
If he had been focused on COVID from the beginning, cases wouldn't be reaching new record highs across the country this week.
Biden is home today in Delaware, but his campaign says he'll be getting a briefing on the pandemic from public health officials and then give remarks on the federal response to the coronavirus. The president, meanwhile, plans to visit 10 states in the closing days of the campaign, and his team says he plans 11 in-person rallies in the 48 hours leading up to Election Day. Tony?
Very busy schedule, Ed. Thank you very much.
Thank you, CBS News, for that report. Woo, okay, we got some Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion, Savage. I love the song. Wake up with Morning Wood. It's Hump Day.
Queen bee, want no smoke with me. Been turn this motherfucker up 800 degrees. Whole team eat chefs cause she's a treat. Ooh, she's so bougie, bon appetit.
I'm a savage, attitude nasty. Talk big shit, but my bank account match it. Hood, but I'm classy. Rich, but I'm ratchet. Haters kept my name in their mouth, now they gagging. Bougie. He say the way that thing move, it's a movie. I told that boy we gotta keep it lowly, me the room key. I done bled the block and now it's hot, bitch, I'm Tunchi. I'm mood and I'm moody. I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Acting stupid, what's happening? What's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening?
Hips tick-tock when I dance. On that demon time, she might start her OnlyFans. Big B and that B stand for bands. If you wanna see some real ass, baby, here's your chance. I say left cheek, right cheek, drop it low and swing. Texas up in this thing, put you up on this game. I be parking my frame, gang, 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 gang. If you don't jump to put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain. Please don't give me hype, write my name in ice. Can't argue with these lazy bitches, I just raise my price. I'm a boss, I'm a leader, I pull up in my two-seater, and my mama was a savage. Nigga got this shit from Tina, I'm a savage, yeah.
Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Acting stupid, what's happening? What's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening? Like Beyonce, like me. He want a bitch like the stallion with the knees. He be like, damn, how that thing moving in the jeans. Even D4L couldn't do it like me, like me.
Ooh, I done got this body ready just for you. Girl, I hope you don't catch me messing around with you. Talking to myself in the mirror like, bitch, you my boo.
I'm the shit, ooh. I need a mop to clean the floors, too much drip, ooh. I keep a knot, I keep a watch, I keep a whip, ooh. Let's play a game, Simon says I'm still a bitch, ayy. I'm still a bitch, yeah. I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, hacking, stupid, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening?
Alright, they asking for the queen to buy some cameras in here. I'm a bad bitch, she's a savage, no comparison here. I'ma flip my hair and look back while I twerk in the mirror. All this money in a room, think some scammers in here. I'm coming straight up out that third. Whip the whip like I stirred it. Wood grain, we swerving, keeping his mind all on these curves. Coop fly like a bird, cold on him like birds. Always keep my word, no I don't do crosswords. Stallion when I ride him like them hot girls, them hits. I hop that shit the way I hopped up and slid. I pop my shit, now watch me pop up again. I mop the float, now watch me sweep up these M's.
I'm savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid, what's happening? What's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, hacking, stupid, what's happening? What's happening?
I'm a savage. It's the stallion and the bee. H-Town going down.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the show. We have Kurt Samborowski. Hi, Kurt, how are you?
Samborowski. Hey, how you doing?
How did I fuck it up?
You fucked it up. Samborowski. You said
Samborowski. There we go. Kurt Samborowski. Oh, Lord.
Samborowski. 9 letters. I earned every letter, all 9 of them.
And Kurt, you spell your name with a K. What's that like?
KURT, it's good. Everybody says, you probably have this too. They say Captain Kirk, or they say, Captain. I get Captain Kirk a lot, and then, or they say Kurt Russell. Or they say, I get Kurt Russell a lot. Kurt Cobain. I get Kurt Cobain.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I get Kurt Cobain, or they always ask me, is your name really just Kurt? I'm like, yeah, it's Kurt. They're like, what about Curtis? I'm like, no,
yes,
just Kurt.
I get that all the time. And then, if you Google my name, it's Kurt Cobain comes up, and then I'm right under him. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. I'm going to Google it right after this.
Right?
Well, rest in peace, Kurt Cobain.
I'm sorry?
I just said rest in peace, Kurt Cobain.
Right? I know, right? Tragedy.
Right. What were you saying?
I don't know.
Okay, so Kurt, the reason you're here, well, I guess you don't even need a reason to be here. You can be here anytime you'd like, but you're here because we have a show tonight. Can you tell us about it?
Yes. All right. So my drag name, for those of you who don't know, is Miss BJ Swallows. And I have my... Yes.
I like it, Miss BJ Swallows.
Yes. It always gets a laugh. That's why I created that name, because everyone laughs when I say it, especially when I say it in person. Skiptown Theater is this cute little theater in Hollywood by the Los Angeles City College. It's on Heliotrope and Melrose. And so they kept asking me, like, hey, can you have a drag night, have a drag show? So I finally started doing it the beginning of this year, and it was going really well, and we were doing it twice a month, and then COVID hit, and so what happened after that. And we've done one show since COVID, and then we're doing our Halloween show on tonight at 8 p.m. California time, and it's going to be on Facebook and Instagram live stream, and that's at Kurt Samborski, KurtSamborski, motherfucker.
Yes, and I will put up the link in the show details so you can find it easily.
Right? Am I allowed to cuss?
You love what?
Am I allowed to cuss?
You're allowed to cuss. You're allowed whatever you like, yes.
Okay, yeah, because I like to cuss and be nasty and inappropriate and, shock value. And...
Well, then you're going to fit right in here at the Morning Wood Show.
Yes, I love the title. That's a perfect title. So do you get Morning Wood a lot?
I'd say every morning. Yeah. I wake up with Morning Wood.
I get Morning Wood too. So do you sleep naked, or do you sleep in your skivvies, or?
I'd say about 85% of the time I sleep naked.
Okay. I sleep naked 100% of the time.
Wow. That is great. And Wednesday is Sex Story Wednesday. So, feel free if you have any funny stories or wild stories you want to tell, you are more than welcome.
Stories. Well, I must say, since COVID hit, everyone is chicken shit. I wasn't really dating anybody, but then I called like a bunch of my fuck buddies because I was lonely and everything. And one of them actually scolded me. He said, "You're not beckoning people over to your place, are you?" And I was like, no, just you. But everyone, I don't want to say the word shit, but everyone's afraid and no one wants to come over. So I haven't been laid since March, since COVID started, but maybe tonight there will be some, and there's lots of cute boys. There'll be lots of cute boys in the audience. So maybe there'll be someone who, will let Miss BJ take them back to the bathroom, take care of business.
Do a little Skiptown Theater, huh?
Yes.
That is great. I am so excited for the show. So it's going to be on live streaming off your Facebook and Instagram.
Correct.
At 8 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if you're in the Hollywood area, you can go and get tickets, right?
Yeah, you can actually go and see it. So we're doing everything according to CDC regulations. So it's 25% capacity. So you better get there like at 7:30 if you want to get in. Because it's a small theater. It seats about 40. Okay. So, that'll only be around 10 people or so. Yeah.
The lucky 10.
It's mostly going to be, I think everybody's going to be live. And I made a list of people I'm going to do shout outs to. There's people all over the country that are watching it. I have friends in New York, Texas, up north in San Francisco area, North Carolina. So like all over the country, I have people watching it. And that's just me. I don't know about what the other people have coordinated.
Well, I'm from Wisconsin, so you have probably a good portion of the state tuning in to see the return of Miss Trixie Firecracker. She hasn't performed in probably like 10, 12 years, something like that. And she was well known in Wisconsin.
I guess.
Yeah, she's coming back. She had a fun run back in the day, but she retired. She did retire, and now she's coming out of retirement.
I'm really excited, and I'm very excited that I'm the person that's bringing her out.
I'm so honored that you are. So thank you for having me on the show. I can't wait for tonight. It's going to be so much fun.
Yes, I can't wait either.
And at the end, we're going to do a special little dance. Are we telling people what we're doing, or is it just tune in and take a watch?
Maybe we should let everybody. You'll have to tune in or watch it. So we're doing a group number so it's me and you, and then there's 2 other drag queens. And we're doing a group number at the end that is very Halloween themed. So that's all we'll say. In the show, there's a band. There's the band Lunar Code, and they're making their world premiere at this show. They just recorded 2 songs, and then I have 2 comedians also. The show's almost like I like to think of it like a talent show. And then I'm going to give, I don't think I told you this, I'm going to give, we're going to vote, the audience is going to vote at the end, and then one of the lucky drag queens is going to get a prize for being of the night.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that is exciting.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Kurt. I'm so excited to see you tonight. Let's hope we break some legs.
Right. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. And I'm really glad that you're in my show, and I'm glad to be on your show. And I can't wait to see you in just a few hours.
See you in a couple hours. Let's get ready. And then you're welcome back here anytime, Kurt. So stay in touch.
Thank you. Kurt, either Kurt or Miss BJ Swallows will be back very soon.
All right, Miss BJ Swallows. See you tonight, girlfriend.
All right, darling. Can't wait. Kisses. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Kurt, for being on the show. BJ Swallows. Woo! It is hump day. Wake up with Morning Wood. Why are you always in a mood? Huh? I don't know. Some people just moody. It's hump day.
Why you always in the mood? Fuck around like I'm brand new. I ain't tryna tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Fuck around like I'm brand new. I ain't tryna tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. I can never get attached. When I start to feel I'm attached, somehow I was in a feeling bad. Baby, I am not your dad. It's not all you want from me. I just want your company. Girl, it's obvious, elephant in the room, and we're part of it, don't act so confused. And you love starting it, now I'm in the mood. Now we arguing in my bedroom. We play games of love to avoid the depression. We've been here before, and I won't be a victim. Why you always in the mood? Fuck around like I'm brand new. I ain't tryna tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Fuck around like I'm brand new. I ain't tryna tell you what to do, but
More news for you. A case we've been following very closely in Morning Wood is Breonna Taylor. CBS News has interviewed 2 grand jurors, and here is an interview from one of them with Gayle King from CBS News.
Welcome back to CBS This Morning. We begin this half hour with our exclusive interview with 2 of the grand jurors in the Breonna Taylor case and their attorney, Kevin Glogauer. Taylor was shot and killed in her home during a police raid back in March. One of the officers at the scene, Brett Hankinson, was fired and charged with wanton endangerment for shooting at the apartment next door. No one was hurt there. But no officers have been charged for Taylor's death, and at least one of the officers involved has defended their actions. The jurors told us authorities never presented them with the option to consider indicting officers on more serious charges for Taylor's death, which left them feeling frustrated, disgusted, and even betrayed. Now, we're not revealing their identities at their request for their safety.
They didn't give us the charges up front when they gave us all of that testimony over 20-something hours, and then to say that these are the only charges that they're coming up with. It's like, what did we just sit through? And then to be told that we're not charging them with anything else, to me, it was a betrayal.
So when you all look, juror 1 and 2, and you're told that the only thing you need to consider right now is wanton endangerment, did anyone say, hey, are there any other options here? Did either of you say that?
Almost the entire room.
What was the answer that you were given?
Basically, in a nutshell, they said there were other possible charges that we considered, but nothing that we could make stick.
They never gave us the opportunity to deliberate on anything but the charges for Hankinson. That was it. As a matter of fact, when they announced that those were the only charges, it was an uproar in that room. There was several more charges that could have gone forward on all of those officers, or at least the 3 shooters.
Why is this so extraordinary, Kevin?
Normally, the grand jurors are presented with the law and the charges so that they can listen to the facts with an open mind and apply those facts to the law, almost as a roadmap.
What happened here?
What happened here was it was done in the complete reverse.
What stands out to you the most?
From a legal perspective, it looked like they weren't following the grand jurors, and they only wanted the grand jurors to follow them, which is contrary to the actual rule.
Grand juror number 1 and number 2 say what prompted them to ultimately speak out was that press conference held by Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron, which they insist falsely represented their position on potential indictments for the officers involved in Breonna Taylor's death.
While there are 6 possible homicide charges under Kentucky law, these charges are not applicable to the facts before us because our investigation showed, and the grand jury agreed, that Mattingly and Cosgrove were justified in the return of deadly fire.
When he stated that there were 6 possible murder charges and that the grand jury had agreed that those didn't apply, the first time I heard the word 6 possible murder charges was in that news conference.
It wasn't presented to you in the grand jury deliberations?
No. And personally, when I do something, I take responsibility for it. We had not done that.
I really felt that. This was all Cameron. This was up to him. We didn't get a choice in that at all. So I was livid. By the time I heard what he was saying, everything that came out of his mouth, I was saying liar, because we didn't agree to anything. We never met Cameron.
You've never met Attorney General Cameron?
No, we never met him. He never discussed anything with us.
I think many people will be very surprised to hear that they had no contact with Attorney General Cameron whatsoever.
I agree. If you watch the press conference, it seemed clear from the wording that Mr. Cameron was implying that he played a larger role in the actual presentation.
Is that normally how it works?
Well, the Attorney General in Kentucky doesn't normally present cases to the grand jury. But I think to answer your question, Gail, generally the highest person in the office would at least come introduce themselves to the grand jurors.
Do either of you think there was enough evidence to present charges of murder, attempted murder, manslaughter?
Yes, I think there was. I mean, just all of the evidence there. As we were listening to it, we were sure this was leading up to something like that.
Among the evidence the grand jury heard from the night of the raid was a 911 call from Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker. He says he fired a warning shot at who he thought were intruders. Officers returned fire with 32 bullets.
911, Operator Harris, where is your emergency?
I don't know what's happening. Somebody kicked in the door and shot my girlfriend.
The thing that stood out to me when I was talking to him, he said, why would I call 911 if I thought it was the police?
Mm-hmm. That resonated with me because he didn't know who it was that was coming in. You know, he had no idea. You could hear the distress. Everything about what he said was believable. Mm-hmm. It made sense all the way through.
You found him credible?
Yes.
Totally believable.
Did you find the police credible?
No.
No, there are too many inconsistencies in their story. Now I understand that, you know, in a situation like that, you may not remember, but I didn't find their testimony credible.
What was your understanding about what happened that night?
It was a mess. It didn't seem to me that there was any organization or almost any leadership in the whole operation.
From the evidence that I heard, this thing started out downhill to begin with. You don't need 7 cops to go up to somebody's door and knock on it and say, you know, we're here to do an investigation at 1 o'clock in the morning. It kept going downhill from there. It was one mistake right after the other one, right after the other one. They covered it up. That's what the evidence that I saw. And I felt like there should have been lots more charges on that. They covered it up.
Now, later this morning, former Louisville officer Brett Hankinson is scheduled to be in court for a pretrial hearing on the wanton endangerment charges that he's facing. We did, by the way, reach out to Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron. He did not give us a new statement, but last month he did tell a local Fox affiliate if the jurors had wanted to make an assessment about different charges, they could have done that. The jurors, as you see, disagree with that.
They didn't get that aware of it.
Yeah. I mean, juror number 1 is white, juror number 2 is black, and it was juror number 1 who was so upset that reached out to attorney Kevin Glogauer because he said, I don't know what to do with this. This is so frustrating.
Well, you can understand why they were livid at the attorney general's comments.
Yeah, they were being told that they went along with something that they clearly did not.
And that's what upset them. It took them, they said, a minute, under 2 minutes to deliberate on the charges because all they had to consider were the wanton endangerment. We'll talk more with them at 8 o'clock about the toll that it's taking.
But you can obviously see, this is just 2 members of the grand jury, we should say, but they had a very different conclusion than.
But Anthony, I did ask, do you think other jurors feel this way? They said, look, we can't speak for other jurors, but there was an uproar in the room that everybody was unanimous in their anger about the decision.
But, well, we don't presume to speak for those other jurors either, but it's very clear these jurors were not represented in what the attorney general said.
Very interesting. It's an incredible interview.
Thank you, CBS News, for that. We are following the case very closely. Whew. Say her name, Breonna Taylor. We got Harry Styles giving us that watermelon sugar to help us with our hump day. Whew, I think every time I think of a hump day, I think of Harry Styles, honey. He is so sexy. Call me Harry.
On a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song. I want more berries and that summer feeling. It's so wonderful and warm. Breathe me in, breathe me out. I don't know if I could ever go without. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know if I could ever go without watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar. Strawberries on a summer evening. Baby, you're the end of June. I want your belly and that summer feeling, getting washed away in you. Breathe me in, breathe me out. I don't know if I could ever go without watermelon sugar high. Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song. I want your belly and that summer feeling. I don't know if I could ever go without watermelon sugar high, 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 watermelon sugar high. I just wanna taste it. I just wanna taste it. Watermelon sugar high. I just wanna taste it. I just wanna taste it. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar.
It is time for What's Trending on Twitter. Let's take a look. Oh, okay. It's Omaha. Number 1 and number 2. Omaha stranded. What is going on? My cousin lives in Omaha. Shout out to you, Becca. Miss you. Here's what it says on Twitter. Trump rally attendees stranded after listening to the president in Omaha. Lengthy delays and hospitalizations were reported after crowds gathered to hear President Trump speak at an airfield in Omaha, Nebraska. People were unable to leave the area for several hours in cold conditions after the rally that took place with days to go before the election. You know, I believe in signs, you guys. I believe in signs. Does that sound like a sign? This guy's a disaster. That's what it is. There we go. I mean, Lord. Okay. I'm trying to see if there's anything funny going on. Dun, 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 dun. It looks actually really sad. I mean, what's going on? Wednesday Wisdom is trending. All right, Wednesday Wisdom, what's going on? 6 days left. Vote your voice. Amen. Someone says we have to win both Nebraskas. What? 2 possibilities here. Trump mixed up the Dakotas with Nebraska, or he's talking about the split electoral college vote. Yeah. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of Wednesday Wisdom. Where is it? Everyone wants everyone to vote. So important. Dun, 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 dun. Have you voted? Here's the solution. Go fuck yourself. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. We may not be together, but we're in this together. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. Never judge a book by its cover. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. Fuck this. Wednesday Wisdom. Okay. Wow. A wise person looks for answers from within. An unwise person looks to blame from beyond. The answers to our problems reside within us. Blaming others for our choices never fixes our issues. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. Okay, that's cute. Never stop being a good person because of bad people. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. I like that. Filters are great, but skincare is much better. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. You are under no obligation to be the same person you were a year, a month, or even 15 minutes ago. You have the right to grow. No apologies. Amen. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. This does it for me. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. Make relationships count. I mean, yeah, I get it. Sometimes I feel the past and the future pressing so hard on either side that there's no room for the present at all. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. There is no greater wealth in this world than peace of mind. Amen. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. Prove yourself to yourself, not others. There you go. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. Okay, trending on Twitter. Let's see what else is happening. I can't believe this Omaha rally. We got Alex Jones. I don't know who that is. Let's see what else we have. Video games are trending. National First Responders Day. There we go. Happy National First Responders Day to everybody. I didn't know that was today, but it is, I guess. So, thank you to everyone on the front lines. Thank you, all our essential workers, and especially thank you to national first responders, local first responders, everybody who is a first responder. That is what is trending on Twitter. Wake up with Morning Wood.
Hello, all you cyberheads.
Negative.
Oh my God.
Whoop that ass.
Often imitated, but never duplicated. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Peace out.
Rip it.
That was out of control, man.
The house will be in order.
It's hump day. Wake up with Morning Wood. We got some WAP.
Certified free. 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy. Make that pull out game weak. Yeah, you fucking with some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy. Give me everything you got for this wet ass pussy. Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a giggle, what is inside? Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This pussy is wet, come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised, that's roleplay. I wear disguise, I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream. Out in public, make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a nigga running me. Talk your shit, bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride that dick. You really ain't never got him fucking for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots, hang your coat for this wet ass pussy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass pussy. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass pussy. Now make it rain if you wanna see some wet ass pussy.
Look, I need a hard hit, I need a deep stroke, I need a Henny drink, I need a weed smoke. Not a garden snake, I need a king cobra with a hook in it, hope it lean over. He got some money, then that's where I'm headed. Pussy A1, just like his credit. He got a beard, well I'm tryna wet it. I let him taste it, now he diabetic. I don't wanna spit, I wanna go, I wanna gag, I wanna choke. I want you to touch that little dangly thing that's swinging the back of my throat. My head game is fire, Punani the sunny is going and drying, it's coming outside, yeah. I run on that thing, now the cuz behind me. I spit on his mic and I he tryna sign me.
Your Honor, I'm a freak bitch, handcuffs, leashes. Switch my wig, make him feel like he cheating. Put him on his knees, give him something to believe in. Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beat. In the food chain, I'm the one that eat you. If he ate my ass, he's a bottom feeder. Big D stand for big demeanor. I can make you bust before I ever meet you. If it don't hang, then he can't bang. You can't hurt my feelings, but I like pain. If he fuck me and ask who's is it when I ride the dick, I'ma spell my name.
Yeah, you fucking with some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy. Give me everything you got for this wet ass pussy. Now from the top, make it drop. That's some wet ass pussy. Now get a bucket and a mop. That's some wet ass pussy. I'm talking wop, wop, wop. That's some wet ass pussy. Macaroni in a pot. That's some wet ass pussy, huh?
There's some hoes in this house. 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 There's some hoes in this house.
Are you looking for a new show to watch? You guys check out Emily in Paris. Here's the trailer. It is the cutest little show. I can't wait for season 2. Emily in Paris on Netflix.
Emily Cooper.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
I got a feeling I'm in trouble when I look at you. I'm Emily, your new neighbor.
Enchanté.
Cause once I do it, yeah, I know I'll never get enough.
So, you've come to teach the French some American tricks?
Never get enough. Has anyone noticed this is a very dysfunctional workplace?
I think you're the one bringing the drama.
You got that something that I'm so glad we're friends. So you're single in Paris? I didn't know that you had a girlfriend. Frenchmen are flirts. Just act normal when you see him.
But I'm not this person. I'm the girl who shows up, not the girl who makes bad decisions.
You don't come to Paris to be good.
Sexy. Oh, would you stop? I have some ideas about marketing to Laura that I would like to share with you.
Very sexy, no?
Sexy or sexist?
What is the problem?
With all due respect, I have been sent here for a reason. Look, I want us to win. Together.
It's a little controversial. I like it.
And maybe some things get lost in translation, but just know that I'm finding my way. Paris is the most exciting city in the world, and you never know what's going to happen next.
Nice tropical blends. Mike D, this is the remix.
Whoa, na 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 na. Whoa, whoa, and I got only alongside the Jonas Brothers. Whoa, na 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 na. Hey, you can call any time of the day. FaceTime calls when I'm in your way. Whoa, na 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 na. So the big things.
I don't want this night to end. It's closing time, so leave with me again. Yeah, you got all my love to spend. Oh, let's find a place where happiness begins. We're gonna dance in my living room, slave to the way you move, hurts when I'm leaving you. Just dance in the living room, love with an attitude, drunk to an 80s groove. We're gonna dance in my living room, slave to the way you move, hurts when I'm leaving you. Dance in the living room, love with an attitude, drunk. It's only you, man, you know that it's real. So why would you fight or try to deny the way that you feel? Oh baby, can't fool me. Nobody's got other plans, so stop pretending you're shy. Just come on and dance, 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 dance. Oh.
Make sure when I call that you pick up for me. You see, I'm the only one that make you feel good, baby. So when we slow down, if I keep up with it, island girl things, so I got one back with it. Hey, now you can call any time of the day. FaceTime calls when I be away. Both on the road, getting paid, so they doubling the same. I wanna dance in the living room, slave to the way you move, hurts when I'm leaving you. Dance in the living room, love with an attitude, drunk to an 80s groove. We're gonna dance in the living room, slave to the way you move, hurts when I'm leaving you. Hurts when I'm leaving you. Dance in the living room, love with an attitude, drunk.
It's only you, man, you know that it's real. So why would you fight or try to deny the way that you feel? Oh baby, can't fool me. Nobody's got other plans, so stop pretending you're shy. Just come on and dance, 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 dance. It's only human. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's only human.
We have more news for you, and this is from CBS News again. Thank you, CBS News, for all your news. We really appreciate it here on Morning Wood. Wake up with Morning Wood. This is about election interference, and the Homeland Security is on high alert. Hashtag concerning. It's Wednesday, October 28th, and the election is around the corner. Have you voted? Have you made a plan? Come on now. Tick-tock goes the clock, baby.
Now to the question of election security. Last night, President Trump's campaign website briefly showed a message falsely claiming he was involved in starting the coronavirus. U.S. Cybersecurity Chief Chris Krebs called the incident noise aimed at undermining the voting process. We don't know who's responsible for that attack, but we are entering one of the most dangerous periods in the election season for foreign interference, according to acting Homeland Security Secretary Chad Wolf. He spoke to our senior investigative correspondent Catherine Herridge only for CBS This Morning.
Every American who's voted either early voting or plans to do that on Election Day should be confident that their vote that they cast will be counted.
But as President Trump tweets, the result must be known on November 3rd. The acting Homeland Security Secretary is focused on the fallout if there's no clear winner.
Are you planning for violence on Election Day?
Well, I hope not. The department will continue to plan for any type of civil unrest, national civil unrest, but having DHS law enforcement at polling places is nothing that I'm anticipating. We're thinking about larger civil unrest, either stemming from an election result or non-result.
If the result is not known on Election Day, what's your advice to the American people?
Stay patient. be mindful of whatever you're seeing on social media. So, and get your information from trusted officials, and don't believe what we are likely to see as misinformation campaigns.
Iran stands accused of sending threatening emails masquerading as the far-right Proud Boys group to Democrats in multiple swing states. Last week, top intelligence officials called out Iran and Russia for election meddling.
This is the prime opportunity for any adversary, whether it's Russia, whether it's Iran, or it's a cyber actor.
So to be clear, this last 7 days is really the period of greatest jeopardy.
Absolutely.
Have you seen a change in their behaviors?
We understand what they're doing. We've called them out on that. We remain on high alert. Is that to say that they won't try anything else? Absolutely not.
The National Intelligence Director John Radcliffe and FBI Director Christopher Wray warned last week that Iran and Russia had obtained voter data to undermine confidence in the democratic process. Radcliffe went further, saying Iran aimed to damage Mr. Trump's re-election efforts. Separately, 2 senior intelligence officials tell CBS News that Iran remains the most aggressive adversary, but Russia could ramp up their activity very quickly. Gail.
All right, Catherine, thank you very much. Secretary had very good advice. Stay patient election night.
Yep.
It's highly unlikely. The experts think that we'll know something election night.
Although there may be some debate about who a trusted official is to listen to.
That's a very good point.
We'll sort it out for you, though, America. Don't worry.
Very good point.
Yeah.
This demonstration will feature music in many styles.
This is a most exciting dance.
This is the best day of my life.
We've opened a doorway to a world we know nothing about.
Welcome, humans. I am ready for you.
It's time for some Blame It On Me, Melanie C. Hey, April, this is for you, girl.
Makeup running down my cheeks, lying here in disbelief, blinded me so easily, messing with my energy. Don't really know just how to feel, like I loved you, that wasn't real. Went from friends to enemies, haunted by the memories. Turns out you were the poison. Said I'm hearing voices. Said it's paranoia. Now I know you're poison. Can you hear the voices? Filled with paranoia. Why don't you just blame it on me again? Wide awake but you sound asleep again. If it works for you, then I'll take the heat again. Running out of people you can call your friend. So why don't you just blame it on me? Now it is so clear to see your dark and twisted fantasies. Only like me when I'm weak, trying to be my remedy. Turns out you were the poison. Said I'm hearing voices. Said it's paranoia. Now I know you're poison. Can you hear the voices? Filled with paranoia. Why don't you just blame it on me again? Wide awake but you sound asleep again. If it works for you, then I'll take the heat again. Running out of people you can call your friend. So why don't you just blame it on me? Why don't you just blame it on me again? Wide awake but you sound asleep again. If it works for you, then I'll take the heat again. Running out of people you can call your friend. So why don't you just blame it on me? So why don't you just blame it on me?
Our last story of the day is Chrissy Teigen has opened up about her miscarriage. And, you know, I just think I've witnessed my mom have miscarriages. I've witnessed other women, and I know it affects them deeply. And my heart goes out to everyone who's ever had one, affected by one. And there's no shame, nothing, you know, it's okay to talk about it. Everyone's on their own journey, right? So from Good Morning America.
We're going to go to our GMA cover story. Chrissy Teigen opening up about the tragic loss of her son at 20 weeks pregnant. The model and author writing an emotional essay about what happened and why she and husband John Legend chose to share their story. Adrienne Bankert has more. Good morning, Adrienne.
Good morning to you too, Michael. Yes, and Chrissy is sharing her first post from home since their loss. She says that writing this blog helps her try and return to real life.
This morning, model and author Chrissy Teigen is opening up in a raw and heart-wrenching blog post about her recent stillbirth at just 20 weeks, saying that she needed to speak out about her pregnancy, having chronicled the complications and the loss of her baby on Instagram. Teigen says she was about to fully deliver what was supposed to be the fifth member of our beautiful family, a son, only to say goodbye moments later. The 34-year-old who has two young children, Luna and Miles, with husband singer John Legend, sharing for the first time about her decision to post these hospital photos on social media at a time she calls utter and complete sadness. Saying, I had asked my mom and John to take pictures, no matter how uncomfortable it was. It didn't make sense to him at the time, but I knew I needed to know of this moment forever. The same way I needed to remember us kissing at the end of the aisle. The same way I needed to remember our tears of joy after Luna and Miles. And I absolutely knew I needed to share this story. Addressing critics, saying, quote, I cannot express how little I care that you hate the photos, how little I care that it's something you wouldn't have done. I lived it. I chose to do it. And more than anything, these photos aren't for anyone but the people who have lived this or are curious enough to wonder what something like this is like. Legend on stage at the Billboard Music Awards a few weeks later.
We will never break. Build on a foundation strong enough to stay.
Dedicated his song Never Break to his wife.
This is for Chrissy.
Teigen says she's now trying to heal, writing, I am surrounded in a human therapy blanket of love. I am grateful and healing and feel so incredibly lucky to witness such love.
A lot of empathy going to them from all around the world. And Teigen also wrote that people say that with an experience like this, there's a hole created in your heart. She says there certainly is a hole, but that it's filled with love. And she's so thankful to the friends, fans, and strangers who sent her kindness and supportive notes. Michael.
Well, our hearts are with them, Adrienne. Thank you so much for that.
We're down, man. Hendrix was God.
What a rush.
Without further ado, it's time to start running!
You can run, but you can't hide.
Yo!
Our new album of the week is Such Pretty Forks in the Road by Alanis Morissette. Yes, and her single Reasons I Drink is my favorite song off the album, so check it out, everybody. Alanis Morissette, wake up with Morning Wood.
These are the reasons I drink, the reasons I tell everybody I'm fine even though I am not. These are the reasons I overdo it. I have been working since I can remember, since I was single digits. Now, even though I've been busted, I don't know where to draw the line, 'cause that groove has got me so deep. Nothing can give reprieve like they do. Nothing can give a break for this soldier like they do. Here we are. I feel such rapture and my comfort is so strong. It feels so helpful in my need for respite. ready to see straight and these are the ones whom I know it so deeply affects. And I am left wondering how I would function without her. Here we are. I feel such rapture and my comfort is so strong. One more rep. I go from one lily pad to another to stay led.
Reasons I Drink, baby. Alanis Morissette.
Hey, Kurt, it's April. I'm just listening to your show and getting ready for work. And I just wanted to wish you good luck tonight at your show. I'm so excited for you, and I wish I could be there. I can remember the first time Trixie performed at Club 5, and it was such a good time. It was so amazing. I wish I could be there to see you, but I know that you're going to be doing amazing, and everybody's going to be cheering, and I hope you get lots of dollar bills if they still do that. I just hope you have lots of fun, and I'll be wrangling in my kids trying to watch you live, and I just love you so much, and I hope you have such a great time. It's a beautiful 39 degrees here in Wisconsin. The sun is shining. There isn't a cloud in the sky, so you know how it is. Out here, we're in our shorts and our tank tops, 39 degrees, but I love you, and you're going to be amazing tonight, and good luck. Break a leg. Not really. Don't break a leg. Don't do that. Love you. Bye-bye.
April, I love you so much. Thank you for calling in. You are so sweet. Oh, my God, it sounds cold. Oh, I love you. April was there when Trixie Firecracker was born 100 years ago. Can you believe it? Woo! Thank you for calling in, April. Hey, if you want to be part of the show, you can call in too. 1-833-WOOF, the number 2, me. 1-833-WOOF, to me, baby. It's Wake Up with Morning Wood. That is the end of our show today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Tonight, Trixie Firecracker returns. Yes, ma'am. 8 p.m. Pacific Time, 10 p.m. Central Time. Trixie Firecracker will be live on Facebook and Instagram. I will have the links posted on my Facebook. Thank you, Kurt, hashtag BJ Swallows, for being on the show today. That was such a fun interview. You're welcome back anytime. Whoo, everybody, I want you to have a wonderful, wonderful day. We've made it halfway through the week. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Pacific Time on dailywood.com in the Spreaker app, however the hell you say it, I don't even know. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Be safe, wear a mask, vote, make sure you have your plan in place. I love ya, I love ya, I love ya. We'll see you tomorrow. Here's a little Brandy to sign us off, because I want to be down, honey. It's Hump Day. Wake Up with Morning Wood.
I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that I should make a move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see you, the more that it becomes so true. There ain't no other for me. It's only you. I want it down. Oh yeah, down. Oh yeah, down. Only you. I want it down. With what you're going through, I wanna be down. I wanna be down with you. Down with you. Oh yeah, I wanna be down.
Brandy got us dancing into Wednesday, hump day. Wake up with Morning Wood. I want to be down. Oh, honey, I'm always down. I'm down for anything. Everybody knows that. That's what makes me so charming. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Pacific time. Love ya. I feel like I'm shouting. Woo, baby.